morning, everybody. Paperboy Trucker starting out the week. Actually, I started out about an hour and a half ago. Yeah, what time is it? It's 6:30. I left the Maverick yard around 5 a.m. A little earlier than I was actually planning to, because I just woke up earlier. So yeah, I'm headed to Oklahoma City. If you remember, I've got this load of 3 coils that I picked up in Butler, Indiana on Friday. Made it home Saturday around lunchtime, and back on the road, starting the week out, headed to Oklahoma City. Probably get there around I don't know, maybe 11. I've got permission or authorization to deliver this after 10 a.m., which is our normal Monday time. So I'll be okay. But yeah, I just stopped back there at a rest area to do a load check, made some coffee, back on the road. But I wanted to mention a couple of things real quickly that happened over the weekend. You know, I did meet up with a referral student who's going through the Maverick training class right now. Just finished his first week. Met up with him briefly yesterday. Didn't have a lot of time because he had to get a ride, you know, with the shuttle van back to the hotel. I was hoping to get to talk to him on camera, but just didn't have enough time. But did meet him. His name is Dwayne. He's from the Houston area, and he said the classes were, he was very pleased with the classes, thought they were really good, didn't have a bad thing to say. Yeah, so everything seems to be going really well for him. And he did mention, though, he was a little confused about exactly what he was going to be doing, you know, with the region, what region he was going to be assigned to. He seemed to think there was some dedicated jobs out of the Dallas area, working at the Home Depot distribution center, you know, where he'd be able to get more of a day cab type of delivery, you know, delivering to more local Home Depot stores, and then maybe going home more often, or possibly even every day. Or what he described as a Texas region, which not real clear about exactly what the Texas region is. I've heard an explanation about some sort of a, you know, a triangular region from Dallas, Houston, Shreveport, which I think he was kind of hoping for that, because he'd still be able to, should be able to easily get home every weekend, which he said he wanted to do. And but I've also heard the Texas region described as Texas and any state that touches Texas still probably be able to get home every weekend with that. I mean, that's still a pretty small region. So I said, well, you better get that clarified this week. Make sure you know what your regional assignment is. You know, don't leave that unclear. But yeah, it was great meeting him. Good to hear that he's happy with the training and the classes, and feeling good about it. And then another thing I wanted to talk to quickly is I had a comment or two from a fella yesterday after uploading. You know, my son was uploading the videos. I think we posted maybe 7 of them. I'm trying to not keep them too long, so I chop them up into, you know, trying to keep them 10 or 15 minutes, you know, at the most. It's hard to do sometimes. But anyway, had this fella make a comment that of all the YouTube drivers that he follows, I worry more about getting home than anybody he's seen. I guess maybe he's referring to, because there was one load last week where I got that load out of Fort Smith going up to Royal Oak, Michigan on a Wednesday, I think. And I mentioned that the fleet manager had already sent me a message saying he was looking for a load swap to get me back home. Well, that, and this fella mentioned that I must drive my dispatcher or fleet manager crazy, having to always try to get me back home. And I just wanted to clarify that a little bit. And that's really what's great about Maverick is that, I don't even talk to my fleet manager much. And the way Maverick has it set up is I'm on an automatic schedule to get home every weekend. I mean, every week on my tablet, when I start the week, I get a message saying that my next scheduled home time is Friday. Now, we all know that even though it's set up as Friday, I might not get home till Saturday. It kind of depends on when you started your week. Sunday, Monday, how much time you got left on your clock, But the point is, I'm scheduled to be home every week, automatically. Maverick knows that. I don't have to bug my fleet manager about it or make a big fuss about it. That's just the schedule I'm on. And Maverick, that's one of their big selling points on working for Maverick, is that they get you home on the weekends if you want to. If you don't want to, you can just tell them you want to stay out longer. There's an option on the tablet every week. If you want to stay out an extra weekend or two, you can punch that in there. That way they know. But my fleet manager, this is another good thing, my fleet manager is good in noticing, like when that load popped up where he can see that I'm getting dispatched on a Wednesday to go all the way up to Michigan, he realized that may be a problem getting back home. So he was thinking, okay, let me start looking to see what's out there. And I'm sure what ended up happening is later that day, they went ahead and sent me a pre-plan to pick up that load in Butler, Indiana. So I knew more than a day ahead of time that I was going to be going from that delivery in Royal Oak, Michigan, down to Butler, Indiana, with a load that would take me home. So once they set that up and sent me the pre-plan, he sent me a message asking if I was okay with the pre-plan. And I said yes, because I could see that I should be able to get that load and get back home. So yeah, I'd rather do that than have to do a swap. So that's great. That was it. I didn't call complaining about anything. I didn't bother anybody. That's just how it works. And that's what I like about Maverick. That's just how we're set up, and we all work towards that goal. Now, there are guys that stay out longer. We have divisions, like the USA division. Those guys have to stay out at least 2 weeks at a time. So if getting home every weekend was not important to me, I could just easily switch to the USA division. So they know I'm staying out 2 or 3 weeks at a time, and could get booked on some longer trips occasionally. But anyway, I just wanted to kind of clear that up. No, I'm not being overbearing or anything. That's just how it works with Maverick. We're set up to get home every week, unless you do it otherwise. And everybody works towards that goal. That's one of the great things about Maverick. So anyway, just wanted to get that out there, talk about it a little bit. All right, on the way to Oklahoma City. I'll see you there. Okay, everybody, I've arrived here at Oklahoma City at the Dub Ross Company. You can see they make these big drainage culverts, evidently. I delivered here, I don't know, a couple months ago, 3 months ago maybe. But the product I delivered was a little different than this. But anyway, I've gotten all my tarps and securements off. Once he gets the coils off the trailer, then I got to put all these timbers and coil racks and pads and skid mats. Still a lot of stuff to put up. Just giving you a look around. Sorry, the wind's blowing pretty hard. It's I tell you, on the ride over here, the wind got pretty rough. So here's some of the stuff they make. Anyway, just waiting to get unloaded. I think everybody's on lunch break, hopefully just for a few more minutes, because it's about noon now. So, all right, oh, and I've already got a deadhead to Fort Smith, so that'll be a 3-hour ride back to Fort Smith. Probably put me getting there, you know, around 3:30, 4 o'clock, you know, depending on when I get out of here. But anyway, more later. All right, guys, here he is unloading me. He's already gotten one of the coils off. This is the second one. So he's just sitting it over there on the ground. Got one more to go. I'll just sit it here so you can see while I remove some of my equipment. There he is getting the last one. Just showing you how it works out here. All right, that's it. I'll get him to sign my paperwork and get my stuff put away, and then I'm deadheaded to Fort Smith. See you in Fort Smith.